Championship presented by Ally from Charlotte, North Carolina. Our first semifinal, the top-seeded Boston College Eagles taking on the number 5 seed, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 4 teams all enter dreaming of an ACC championship. Only 2 will remain alive after today. Hi, everybody. Alongside the Hall of Famer, Sheehan Stanwyck Birch, I'm Jay Alter. We'll be joined by Dana Boyle on the field in just a moment. Sheehan, you want to talk about star power. This game has it. 8 ACC first-teamers about to take the field. And they often could make their name made for a first-team All-American towards the end of this season. So much talent between these 2 programs. And just 3 weeks ago, we were treated to an awesome game. Boston College stormed back against Notre Dame. 5 goals in the 4th quarter. Came away with the victory. Notre Dame has won since that loss, though, so it should be a great battle today. Well, you know, the Irish looking for revenge in this semifinal. Going to be tough to do because this Boston College team has talent all over the field. Top to bottom, BC is loaded, and it starts defensively. Sydney Scales, one of the best players on the field. She can do it defensively. She can also score. Got her first goal of the season. Cassidy Weeks, a 2-way midfielder. McKenna Davis, she's got the vision on this team to distribute the ball. Belle Smith makes plays all over the field, and then you've got Jenn Medjid leading the team in goals. Strengths all over the field, and that's what makes BC so dangerous. Well, we mentioned those 8 All-ACC first-teamers about to take the field. 5 of them showed up big for BC in that quarterfinal win against Duke. And Dana, Notre Dame had their top talent show up in the quarterfinal too. They sure did, Jay. They came in hot against Virginia. They met in the regular season, and Virginia got their number in that one. But Notre Dame, they came out firing 5 different goal scorers. And a big part of that is that 3-headed monster that we always talk about with Jackie Wolak, Madison Ahern, and Choma. Jackie Wolak, she's one big muscle. You got to throw the whole defense at her to stop her. So strong, such a downhill dodger. And then Kasey Choma, she really is the heartbeat of this team for Notre Dame. I love the way that they get each other involved. Madison Ahern works so well around the crease that you got to guard them, and they're a triple threat. They can dodge, they can pass, they can feed. And this is going to be quite the tall task, Jay, for Boston College defensively. How do you stop them? That'll be tough to do. Those big 3 combined for 11 goals in that win against Virginia. Chris Halfpenny, this could be a pivotal win for her program. Notre Dame has never been to an ACC championship final. Looking for a full 4 quarters, Chris Halfpenny today. Acacia Walker won the national championship in 2021, but her Eagles team have never won the ACC championship. So 2 teams trying to make program history this week in Charlotte. We are underway in semifinal number 1. The draw control pivotal, and Notre Dame wins the opener. This is an Irish offense that we talked about. It's a 3-headed monster that has really come alive during the stretch of this season. Notre Dame has won 7 of their last 8. That lone loss to this Boston College team, so a great chance to avenge that loss today and advance to the final. Huge opportunity for both these teams. And already, Boston College starting out the face guard on Jackie Wolak, number 23 in blue, trying to deny her the ball. Do you like that move? I think it's smart. I mean, Wolak started off super hot in the quarterfinal game and really got off scoring, got a ton of goals in that first half. So you try to deny her the ball. We'll see how Notre Dame opts to use her. When you're being face guard, either sometimes teams try to pull you out of the play, so it opens up defensively, or often they will try to get you the ball. She's got it now. Great feed from Wolak, and Ahern opens the scoring. Madison Ahern left alone on the doorstep, and she makes BC pay. Excellent first possession for Notre Dame. They win the draw control, they get settled on offense, and then the defender just drops off of Wolak, leaves her wide open. Look at her vision. Up top of the 12-meter, finds Madison Ahern right on the doorstep of the crease. She's able to catch that, assess the cage, and finish for the first score of the game. 56th goal this season for Madison Ahern as a senior. And that's a frustrating first defensive possession for Boston College, because you go to the face guard to make sure Jackie Wolak doesn't beat you, and she does. She gets that assist on a fantastic pass. I'm not sure why. I don't know if there was a miscommunication there, because they were marking her tightly, trying to deny her the ball, and then all of a sudden they allowed her the room. Now, she's not a threat when she's got the ball at the 12-meter.
but she was able to have the vision to send it down to Ahern. I think it just had the whole defense out of sorts. Yeah, hold call.
Boston College ball. A 13-3 regular season for the Eagles, and coming off that win against Duke in the quarterfinals. This Eagles offense, we touched on all the talent they have. It's so difficult to match up because they have such depth that can beat you. If you're Notre Dame defensively, what do you try and key in on?
You really want to make sure watch the passing game, because BC does an excellent job creating space. So the players cutting through, creating pass to Cage. You want to make sure your communication is on point, talking the slides, helping defense. But they are very unselfish, and they work the ball around really well. So you want to make sure really that you lock in on the people adjacent to the ball so they're not able to dish and dump easily.
Look at how quickly they're sending that second slide.
Very aggressive defensively to start this game, Notre Dame. McKenna Davis trying to break it down, has a step, but whizzed it wide. She's a very talented lefty, can score as well as feed. Scored the game winner in the regular season finale against Syracuse that gave Boston College the #1 seed in this tournament. Here's Belle Smith, nobody picked her up. Great save, Lily Callahan bails out the Notre Dame defense to deny Belle Smith.
Nice first save. Callahan just hugged that pipe. Would have loved to see Belle Smith switch to her left hand and shoot it around her. One of the things Acacia Walker from BC was talking about was they want to have a fast start. Felt that they started too slow against Notre Dame. It's an excellent turnover in the midfield.
Relentless ride by Martello. Now she has it attacking. Sending it back to Weeks, who pulls it out. Cassidy Weeks, a two-way midfielder, all ACC first teamer for Boston College.
Here, see an off-ball foul behind the cage. Officials get everyone set up properly.
Here's Medjid in attack mode, a hard foul in the 8-meter.
Medjid's so efficient with her shooting. Let's take a look as Medjid goes to Cage hard. You see the extension of her arms. Almost gets in the neck area as well. She'll be on that inside hash mark.
Medjid, the leading scorer for this Boston College team. Trying to equalize. Just missed it off the pipe. Inches away from a tying goal. And now here comes Notre Dame the other way. A successful clear, which is important. You don't want to give this Eagles team extra possessions.
And that's one of the things that Notre Dame has been working on. They're an aggressive team, but they don't want to send teams to the 8 meters. So be careful with the fouling.
It's a very veteran Notre Dame team that Chris Halfpenny has. They came to South Bend to do what teams before them could not. Win an ACC championship. They've never even made the finals, so that's the first step. But a tall task to try and take out the #1 overall seed of this tournament. Here's Hannah Dorney. Belle Smith all over Dorney.
Look at her go. She just can hunt the ball down. She's going to be whistled for the foul there. I like the aggressiveness, though, of Belle Smith.
Shot clock under 15. Dorney. Kelly Dennis, relentless, got a good look, just couldn't finish it. Shot clock at 5. Fired in front, Dolce got a piece of it. the freshman, Shea Dolce. She's come in to this season and really turned it around for Boston College, and it's big saves like that that are the reason why.
Just a freshman, #1 goalie recruit out of the freshman class. Started the last 10 games. He's gotten a ton of experience. We're gonna hear a hard whistle here, and this is gonna be a yellow card awarded. So the officials calling this early, the cross check into the body. MK Darty's gonna be sidelined up to 2 minutes. Big opportunity for Boston College right now. It's outside the 8 meter, so Cassidy Weeks will have the ball, but look for her to set up something. So watch the extension of the arms defensively. That's into the body. You're not supposed to push or displace your opponent with the shaft of your stick. It's a safety call.
So Boston College player up to 2 minutes. It is releasable on a goal. Davis, terrific feed. Callahan stuffed it on the doorstep. That's her second save, and both have been from in close.
Beautiful save. I don't think Boston College could have drawn that up any better. Excellent passing, making the defense shift, and Callahan just is so strong and gets a clear out.
And Lily Callahan told me on Wednesday during the quarterfinal game, she imagines saving the ball like it's a beach ball, not a lacrosse ball, so it worked out for her that time.
Those goalies can come up the weirdest ways to kind of prepare themselves, but I think that's true. Oftentimes when the ball, sometimes when goalies are not seeing it. So it's great to have those techniques where you can really zone in, think that the ball is bigger, you can really see it in. She's seeing it well early in this game.
And you got to find a way to mentally reset yourself because the team is going to score. The scores have been high. It's a fast game, but I love her mentality. And she's a young keeper. She didn't get a lot of time last year under playing behind Bridget Dehan.
Got to be able to reset and forget.
Now Callahan came up huge in the quarterfinal. 4 saves in that fourth quarter after she struggled in the opening 3. Hung on to that lead for Notre Dame. Still a player down. Here's Choma trying to score short-handed. Dolce to the rescue. Both of these goalies dialed in early.
Strong stops. Choma right on the doorstep there. She did throw in a fake there, but went high to high. So want to make sure you're seeing the space.
Fed ahead to Weeks. Here's Cassidy Weeks. Another save. Lily Callahan on fire to start this semifinal.
Showdown on the goalies now.
That is her 3rd save, and really all of them you don't expect her to make.
No, I mean, these are opportunities where the attackers have to finish. So both sides just need to take the extra second. Boston College 0 for 5 in their shooting so far, and that was the area of concern for Acacia Walker after this first game. Didn't think they shot well. Now, we've seen what Boston College done all season long. They can flip the switch and turn things up, and they've had some epic comebacks. One in particular was against this Notre Dame team just 3 weeks ago.
So Notre Dame successfully clearing the player down situation. Back to even strength. A 1-0 lead. Both goalies, an outstanding start to this semifinal in Charlotte. We expect 2 extremely competitive games in our ACC championship semifinals. The officials discussing whether the shot clock should be reset or not.
Shot clock is reset on a goalie save or a shot on cage or a post.
Here's a look. Did Dolce get a piece of this?
Let's take a look. Does it hit Dolce or the cage? Doesn't look like it hits Dolce. Does it hit the net? I don't think it made contact, so it should be no reset.
And the officials seem to agree.
Reset. 5-7. Reset.
Oh, it is being reset.
We're hearing on the field should be reset to, I believe, 57 seconds. Okay, so if it was a shot on goal, it would be reset. So officials getting that right. So a lot of time now on this clock offensively for Notre Dame.
MK Doherty, who just got the yellow card, back on the field. Madison Ahern, she's got the lone goal in this first quarter. Pulls it out. Now in attack mode. Great defense from Boston College.
BC handling the one-on-one matchups really well. We're gonna be whistled for a foul. I like their one-on-one defense. It's too clogged offensively, though, for Notre Dame. They've got to cut through clear space.
Here's Choma, curling around the cage. Dolce got a piece of it. Another save from the freshman goalkeeper, Shea Dolce. Boy, she has come in and made a difference. Dolce started this season backing up Rachel Hall, who won Boston College the national championship in 2021. Tough to display such a proven starter, but she has just proven it game in and game out, continues to improve, and she's playing the best lacrosse of the season at the right time.
Playing with a lot of confidence, and Acacia Walker telling us that as a coach that they've handled these two goalies. They've got two strong goalies. At any time Rachel Hall could go in. She's been an excellent supporter of Dolce. She has a national championship experience, so it's excellent when you have two goalies that really work well together, feel supported, and you're playing no mind games. She said we're being completely open and honest. Right now, Hall understands that Dolce is our starter, but at any moment we might have to utilize both of them.
Andrea Reynolds. Not much space against this Notre Dame defense. Boston College still scoreless as we near 4 minutes left in this opening quarter. Only one goal, and we've seen 6 saves. There's the breakthrough. Jenn Medjid, the Eagles' leading scorer, finally beats Callahan.
Medjid takes the patience that was needed to score that goal. Catches it in a crowd of pressure. She is so calm and composed. She's frequently being guarded by the best defender on the other team. She's able to get her stick free and finish. One of the huge reasons she's put up almost 70 goals this season. Smith gets it inside to Medjid with the roll dodge and score. We've got it knotted up at 1.
The 2 goals, these goalies are locked in.
Jay, goalie world is alive and well so early in this game. Relatively inexperienced in terms of minutes played in college, but they are coming alive. Shea Dolce has been amazing for this Boston College team. And then Lily Callahan, just that leader back there, such a tall body. They both are, which presents a different angle if you're a shooter.
Yeah, Lily Callahan stands at 6 foot, Shea Dolce at 5'10", so really tough to squeeze it by those large frames.
It's great when you have a good presence in goal, and I like the way they present themselves in cage. They hug the pipes nicely. They play the angles very well.
It's been a relatively clean game as well. Only 1 turnover. You just get the feeling early in game, Sheehan, there's just not going to be too much to separate these teams today.
So similar when you really look at how they have so many stars offensively. Both goalies playing really well. Excellent pick here. Courtney Weeks. You know, really similar on paper. And then when you look at the regular season game, just a 1-goal win by Boston College. Notre Dame was in control for much of that game. And then BC scored 5 straight goals in the 4th quarter to come back and win that one.
And Notre Dame led that game 11-8. with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in it, and Boston College wins 12-11. Does that get into the psyche at all if you're Notre Dame?
I think you realize, you remember that you had that game and you should have won it when you look back at that tape. Like, what happened? We were in control, and then Boston College came storming back. So I think you just learn from it, both knowing that both these teams, BC came away with the win. Notre Dame easily could have won the game as well, so it could be anyone's game today.
Here's Martello, double team, knocked away. Bell Smith gathers and draws the foul.
Hard foul on Bell Smith. She'll get possession of the ball.
Smith fighting through, squeezes it by Callahan. Bell Smith didn't have much room, but got it to go.
Such a tough player, Bell Smith. She does it all. She can play defense, she can play offense, she makes impact plays all over the field. This starts with the takeaway, what Notre Dame trying to clear the ball. Number 6, Courtney Weeks, denies that possession and able to bring it down here. Watch the pressure here. The real takes a hard foul from Bell Smith. Her little stutter step is able to split right through the double team, get her hands free. Big time goal. Bell Smith from West Hampton Beach in New York. Not necessarily a lacrosse hotbed, but she shined there. 3-sport athlete, 2-time All-American. Was the ACC Rookie of the Year her freshman year. She's one of those players, we've talked about it this year. The Tewaaraton conversation is going to be very interesting. It's whittled down to 25 people. She's on that list. I think her play in the quarterfinal game is inserting her to be really in the conversation of who's going to be in that top 5.
Well, after Boston College started this game missing their first 5 shots, the Eagles have scored on their last 2 in just 1 minute and 35 seconds.
Double team, excellent. Oh, they're going to call a push on Boston College. Crowd's not liking that call.
Dana, you're over there on that Boston College bench. They didn't seem too happy with that call.
Specifically Acacia Walker, not happy with the call. She wants them to let the officials to let them play a little bit.
What about on the Notre Dame side? What are you noticing, Dana?
Coming out of that timeout, Chris Halfpenny said, cut it with the fancy stuff. 1 dodge, 1 fake. You don't need 6, but you do have to move the goalie. She wants to cut it with the fancy stuff. Just run our flow offense. Seems like they're playing a little tight offensively.
They need that extra second, Dana, right? A lot of their shots are low angle. Shea Dolce is hot. They've shot to make her hot. She's hugging the pipe. You have to move her. They need 1 more step to the inside. And when they go to the inside, they're going to increase their angle or they're going to get fouled. So they need another second out there. Stop rushing things offensively.
Well, scoring has not been an issue for either of these teams over the course of the regular season. You know, 8 all-ACC first-teamers for Notre Dame, a big 3 of Ahern, Wolak, and Choma that have been quieted in this opening quarter. We have a whistle with about 1 minute left in the opening 15 minutes.
Resetting the shot clock to 90. It was an offsides call.
Chris Halfpenny talking with her captain, Kasey Choma. Halfpenny called the junior the heartbeat of this program. So great when you have a leader on the field you can rely on.
And everyone has so much respect for her. Her coach has so much trust in her, a huge leader by her play and what she says.
Bell Smith has been active in this first quarter, playing both ways. She's made a real impact, and has the last score that gave Boston College the lead. Smith looking for it again. They find her. She goes low. Saved by Callahan. What a stop. That's 4 saves in this first quarter.
both goalies just seeing the shots and shooters so well, positioning themselves.
Both goalies with 4 saves in this first quarter. Dolce allowed a goal on the opening shot, but has been Stonewaller sits. Oh, and a yellow card comes out.
Jenn Medjid, so the leading goal scorer for Boston College, will be awarded a yellow card. She'll be sidelined for up to 2 minutes. This is important for her. She's got to rein in her play. So she gets the defensive foul with the cross check. But as a shooter, you have to be aware of your stick at all times when you're shooting and make sure you don't make contact with the defense. So she's going to have to take an extra second to make sure she's really being safe. They need her in this game. 2 yellow cards, you're removed from the game.
So Medjid, a yellow card. Notre Dame will go player up to start this second quarter. What a fun start to our ACC championship semifinal. Just getting started on what should be a great day in Charlotte. The Women's Lacrosse Championship semifinal presented by Ally. She and Stanwick Birch, Jay Alter with you. The offense taking a little time to get going. And this is good for Boston College. Their top scorer, Jenn Medjid, at the end of that first quarter, that's a yellow card.
That looked even worse when it was slowed down there. You could see the extension of the arms. You make contact in that neck area, no doubt about it. Excellent call by the officiating crew. That's a yellow card. Medjid will be out for up to 2 minutes. It's releasable on a Notre Dame score.
Acacia Walker still getting an explanation, but that's an easy call. If Acacia saw the replay that we just saw, that's a yellow card every time.
That's a yellow card every time, and there's a fine line. So we heard, some Dana's reporting that the coaches want the officials to let them play, but you also have to do it safely. So you can't, the head and neck area, that's going to be an automatic yellow card. There is going to be some contact. I mean, people say women's lacrosse is not a contact sport. There is a lot of contact in the sport, but it's got to be safe, and you want to just call it evenly. So we've seen a cross check called against MK Doherty for Notre Dame. BC's now got a yellow card for it, so the players now need to adjust. This is the way it's going to be called. Don't do the extension of the arms and the body. Don't go into the head and neck area. Keep it clean, play defense with your feet, line your stick up, but you don't need to push. Only equipment being worn by these players is just the goggles, and it's a big point of emphasis to rein in the cross checks this year.
And because it came right at the end of the first quarter, Notre Dame starts with the ball, a player up, so Notre Dame, there will be no draw control. It'll be Notre Dame possession. For 2 minutes, Boston College a player down. This could be exactly what you need if you're Notre Dame, Shea, and you struggled to find your footing offensively, lacked flow against this Boston College defense. Maybe player up can wake you up a bit.
One less player defensively on the field. Great opportunity to score. The shot clock is still in effect, so it started at 90 seconds. So with the 2-minute penalty, just 90 seconds on the shot clock. You want to work the ball around. So when you are up a player, let the ball do the work, get the defense shifting, find that open person, and the open person's got to present themselves in a place to receive the ball. Oftentimes they get confused and get lost in the mix. It's hard to identify who that is. You got to present yourself in a place to score.
Notre Dame has missed their last 5 shots, make it 6. Trying to find a breakthrough, player up.
Good
30
backup.
seconds left on the shot clock. Still a minute left of the player up. Well, because the Irish are a player up, they don't have Wolak in a face guard, and yet they couldn't get it to 23 in blue. Shea Baker, the star freshman, she's emerging on this Eagles defense. A huge takeaway there.
Making plays, I mean, what a boost. When you're down a player and you can come up with a turnover, what a takeaway behind the cage. I almost think that in the white uniforms, Baker was almost camouflaged with the back of the net. She exploded from behind the crease, came up with possession. So BC will look to try to kill this penalty, get to even strength.
Dana, you were in that Notre Dame huddle. What did you hear from Chris Halfpenny?
It was pretty simple. She was positive, but she said, why aren't we having fun? The biggest difference in that Virginia game, when they came out to a 9-3 lead, they were playing loose, they were having fun. Worry less about the technicality and just have fun and play loose. It makes a big difference. I like the way she's trying to manage the emotions, though, because this game is tight.
I like that, because they have looked very tight.
Yes.
We've seen they offensively need to take that extra second. You want to have fun, play loose, play confident. You've got a body of a season of work, and you do it. You want to smile, enjoy the moment, and when you relax, that's when all the connections can happen.
Boston College back to full strength. Courtney Weeks trying to regather. It'll stay Eagles ball. Shot clock down to 10. Boston College has to hurry.
Too much of a force trying to get that inside.
Shot clock violation, so Notre Dame ball. Notre Dame has missed their last 7 shots. Low on confidence right now when it comes to shooting. You're going against a hot goalie in Shea Dolce, but what can you do to break through, Shea?
I'd like to see Jackie Wolak with the ball, number 23 in blue. She was so strong in the UVA win. She has excellent speed. She can blow by her matchup. I think they need to isolate her up top, let her go to work.
Double team, stole it away. Bell Smith again. And now Boston College can move in transition. Hunter Roman, plenty of turf in front of her. Courtney Weeks weaving through, feeds it back, easy finish. Jenn Medjid. The Bell Smith turnover leads to a Jenn Medjid goal. That's Boston College lacrosse.
Classic defense to offense. Love the patience of Courtney Weeks there. She had the ability to take that shot. I thought she was going to go with it, but the better shot was the wide open cage when she throws that out to Jenn Medjid.
70th goal of the season, and it might be the easiest.
On the defensive end, Bell Smith making plays. Perfect double team, the takeaway. I thought she had the shot there. Instead, Weeks goes for the assist, and Jenn Medjid able to finish on the doorstep. Beautiful play. Really hard for Lily Callahan to make that save. She was matched up perfectly with Courtney Weeks, which I think is why she didn't end up taking that shot. And when she goes behind the cage, you've got to follow her as a goalkeeper, and then the pass goes in front, and then you need to figure out who has the ball now and how do I get myself in position.
Now, Sheehan, what I love most about Jenn Medjid is that she's really quiet and humble off the field, but I love the way she asserts herself on the field. It's so fun to watch.
Such a key part of this offense for Boston College. 14 goals her freshman year and just continued to emerge as a scorer now with 80 goals on the season. 70 goals on the season, but she'll be at 80, I'm sure.
Maybe this tournament.
Yes. Boston College with all the momentum right now. Scales keeps it in play, digs it out. 3 Notre Dame defenders in on Sydney Scales. She continues to find a way.
Love the pressure defensively, both these teams. They're really putting pressure on the ride. However, we've seen 2 yellow cards already awarded this game. They want to make sure they play with calm and composed, especially the fouls in the midfield. No one's in a position to score from out here. You've got to rein in defensive play because these calls could escalate.
Here's Medjid. Already 2 goals today. Tried to spin through it, lost the ball. Well, Notre Dame has struggled in settled play. Maybe they get something in transition. Up ahead, Choma. What a save! Shea Dolce. Wow.
You can see she's pumped up. And that one had to hurt. She's shaking out her legs in cage, Dolce.
Notre Dame scoreless now for the last 18 minutes in scoring that opening goal. They're shooting 0 for 8 during that scoreless streak with 4 turnovers. Something has to change offensively for the Irish.
Good news is they're getting the shots off. That's one of the hardest battles if you're not getting shot attempts. They've got the shots attempts. Now they need to figure out ways to finish. BC forcing them outside to lower angles.
They're getting great looks. I mean, Choma buries that 99 times out of 100. Just took a spectacular save from Shea Dolce. And now Dolce will be called in to make another stop here on a free position. 8-meter opportunity coming for Choma. The heartbeat of this Notre Dame team, the leader on the field, Choma! Much needed. Kasey Choma delivers after nearly 19 minutes scoreless. Kasey Choma breaks through.
57th goal this season. These goalies are making it hard for the offenses to get on the scoreboard. Excellent save here off the thigh. Dolce, the freshman, turns that one away, but Choma comes in here. She has a slight dip with her head. That's the deception needed coming off the 8-meter. You either need to do a body fake or a stick fake. Good angle for a right-handed player. She explodes off the mark. And when you're having a hard time finishing, shooting from the field, 8-meter shots can be your best friend. You get there, play is stopped, you've got defenders 4 meters away from you.
And Sheehan, it's the second chance opportunities that Chris Halfpenny said. When we can get those second chance opportunities in the regular season, she felt like it really gave them that momentum. You might not be scoring from the field, but hey, hit the 8-meter.
Such an important aspect of the women's game are those 8-meter shots. If teams are going to foul and put you on the 8-meter, whether it's individual fouls into the body, 3 seconds, or shooting space, you want to make sure you cash in on those attempts.
Sheehan, are you surprised it's so low scoring?
Really surprised. I mean, I'm super impressed with both goalkeepers, which it's nice seeing them shine in cage. Both have had excellent seasons.
9 combined saves, only 5 goals in this first half.
Yeah,
2 high-powered offenses, too.
The offenses for all of them, for both teams, have so many players that can score and put up big numbers.
Here's Cassidy Weeks. Can't get free. Callahan chasing after it. Kept in. Great job by Annabelle Hasselback. Oh, no, they say she was on the line.
Yeah, that was a close ground ball right on the end line.
And now Allie McHugh will clear.
Jackie Wolak still without a shot for Notre Dame.
That has to change.
You want to be able to score in case she is taken out of the game or not having a good day, but you want to have her involved in the offense. This Notre Dame team is better when Wolak is involved. She's an excellent distributor and finisher.
Wolak had 4 goals in the win against Virginia on Wednesday in the quarterfinal. A big reason why Notre Dame is even in this semifinal. Here she is with it. Wolak on the move. Battle for the ground ball. Kelly Dennis trying to shield herself. Notre Dame stays on possession. Not a lot of time, though. Shot clock runs under 15. Seven seconds to shoot. Well, this will be an 8-meter for Notre Dame with 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
Calling a hold. We'll see if BC can convert on this second 8-meter opportunity.
And it's MK Doherty who steps up to take it from straight away. One-on-one with Dolce, who already has 5 saves to her name today. Charges in. Dolce makes another stop. That resets the shot clock, and Notre Dame gets the rebound. So this is a second chance opportunity for the Irish.
Getting those rebounds, especially as the shot clock winds down, is really huge offensively. The defense starts to get tired. They've got to reset again. Important to have patience and also realize occupy the off-ball defenders are going to get tired.
Ahern goes lefty. Dolce makes the save again. 7 saves for Shea Dolce, a star being born in this semifinal.
Dolce, part of the all-freshman team of the ACC.
A phenomenal freshman who is stating her case to be one of the best goalies in this league.
Take a look at the scene. Watch Dolce's stance. Takes up so much room in cage, not only with her height, but also positioning. What a save.
Great hustle by Doherty. And here's Jackie Wolak. Chris Halfpenny taking a timeout. 5:25 remaining in this second half. Notre Dame still trying to find their flow offensively. Down a goal. The freshman Shea Dolce, 7 saves. Dana, she's been spectacular.
Unreal for this Boston College squad. She didn't even start at the beginning of the season, but has come in, accepted the job, and has just really led this Boston College defense. She's the shepherd in there. She gets things started in transition, and I was just in that huddle with Boston College, and she said, we need to be better on the clear, and that is not on Shea. Our middies got to come back in transition and help our goalkeeper out.
Now, Boston College on an 8-game winning streak. Shea Dolce has been in goal for all of those wins. Acacia Walker telling us you throw in a freshman and it really just changed the trajectory of our season. She said after the Denver loss, knew she really needed to make a change. Dolce has come in and provided that spark. Only 2 goals against today. She's been so difficult to break down. 7 saves. The freshman out of Darien, Connecticut. Spoke with her before the Syracuse game, the regular season finale, and she said she was in the exact same position when she was a freshman at Darien High School. They had an established senior goalie that she came in, won the job, and they went on to win the state championship. So now trying to do the exact same thing now. Here's a freshman for BC.
And it's important, Jay, because you really are directing the defense. So you may be a backup keeper, but you don't know what it feels like to play in back of that defense. So I've been so impressed with the cohesivity on the defensive end.
And what can you do, Sheehan, to break her down? I know she's making great saves, but as an attacker, you know there's always a way to get into the back of the net.
You need to slow down time, so you just have to make sure you throw in the extra fakes, see the space. The low-angle shots aren't working. Sometimes as a shooter, you're feeling it, and you can shoot from goal line extended. Not working today. They're holding the angles perfectly. Get to the inside and really shoot to space. She takes a wide stance with her legs. She's trying to bait you to shoot where she wants you to shoot. You need to direct the traffic and make her move.
Sydney Scales showing why she's a first-team All-ACC defender. Running in transition. Callahan got it with her foot, but followed up. Martello in perfect position to finish it. Hit after the goal.
BC player really slow to come up. Andrea Reynolds, who's been so key in Boston College's wins. Excellent on the draw circle. Let's take a look at this. So this, Sydney Scales with the back down, leads the team and causes turnovers. Great transition. Gets this down to Reynolds with a head of steam. And then Kayla Martello is able to come with a second chance. Can't see the foul here. Let's take a look at this again.
You see Reynolds collide with Julia Carr before Martello was able to follow up and score. Reynolds colliding with the sophomore Julia Carr. Martello, just great opportunity, the awareness to scoop and score so quickly like that.
the offense often has advantage when those second chance opportunities, because as a defender, you're trying to figure out where your player is. Who are you marking up with, who you're guarding? The offensive player is just looking for the ball. So Martello scoops that up. She's been really fun to watch.
Well, good to see Reynolds stay out there. Although now subbing off. Looks like she'll be okay to continue, though.
It's always great when they run off on their own accord. Reynolds has gotten a lot of play time when Holly Schleicher was injured for the Eagles. Been a big presence on getting the draw control wins.
You know, both of these teams, Sheehan, have struggled to score in settled play. Even that goal by Boston College, it's coming in transition. Just feels on both ends, just very tight, difficult to break down both defenses in this first half.
And credit that to the goalkeeping play. Dolce, 7 saves. Callahan with 5 saves for Notre Dame.
Even Callahan, she made the first save. It just bounced perfectly to Martello, who fired it home. Here's Madison Ahern. He had the first goal for Notre Dame, been quiet since. Choma has a step, can't use it. In Boston College, I thought they might have been closest to the ball there, instead awarded to Notre Dame. Here's Wolak. She's been face guarded a lot of this first half. Finally gets the ball and comes up empty. Crease violation.
And that was Boston College sent that slide super early. They did not want Wolak attacking the cage. Everyone surrounding the players for Notre Dame, though, was stagnant. They weren't in a position for Wolak to give them the ball. Can't stand and ball watch.
Run down by Martello. 3 minutes left in this first half. Boston College doubling up Notre Dame 4-2. Good to see Andrea Reynolds back on the field for Boston College. Belle Smith weaving through, drawing contact, and an 8-meter opportunity coming for Belle Smith. She's really taking control of this game.
Whether it's defensively coming up with a turnover, pushing the tempo on offense, she's able to draw this foul. And this, again, an extension of the arms and the push. You get placed on the hash mark closest to where the foul occurred. Belle Smith right at the center hash mark, great angle here. We can see exactly what she's seeing.
Smith today, 1 goal, 1 assist to cause turnover. Almost added another, hit the pipe, and then Callahan covered it inches away for making it 5-2.
Goals have been hard to come by with these two high-powered offenses.
Boston College 0 for 2 on free positions in this first half. Notre Dame desperate for a goal. They need something offensively, and an easy save for Shea Dolce.
We'll see how Boston College handles this time of possession left. Will they opt for the final shot? It'd be great for them to go into halftime with a 3-goal lead.
Under 1 minute remaining in this first half. Notre Dame has been held to 1 goal in the last 28 minutes. They scored about a minute into this game, and they've only had 1 since. Just shooting 2 of 14. The Eagles freshman goalie, Shea Dolce, 8 first half saves.
Al, you're hot. Feel your second. Good, yeah. Keelan, I got you. Good, Keelan.
Here's Cassidy Weeks. Terrific feed, and the goal! The sisters combining. Cassidy Weeks finds Courtney Weeks. That twin connection showing up in the ACC semifinal.
Great Boston College offense on display. What sets them apart when things are going well is the extra passes they're able to make. Cassidy Weeks bobbles it a bit. She's able to scoop it up and then dish it off to her sister Courtney. And what she does there that's so great, she doesn't stop and catch that. She splits through the double team, increases the angle, gets to space, and look at the release of that shot. It's up high above her head. She fires it down low. 4-game scoring streak for the senior Courtney Weeks. Been playing a lot more on offense. They've used her behind the cage, operating from X. Acacia Walker telling us she's the most physical attacker and can really handle the pressure.
I mean, how many times do you do that in the backyard, and now you get to do it in the ACC championship semifinal?
So fun to be able to play with your sister. You know exactly what they're going to do. You can give them real feedback, great feedback, and not so great feedback, and they're able to usually handle it better than you would be telling your friend.
9 seconds, still time for Notre Dame. Irish have to hurry. And that foul will end this first half. Boston College, a 5-2 lead. 8 saves for Shea Dolce, the freshman goalie. The offense came on late. Courtney Weeks adding a 5th goal to extend the Eagles' lead to 3.
Notre Dame just hasn't looked in sync offensively. Jackie Wolak has been taken out of the game with the face guard and the early slides. Hasn't let her get a rhythm. I think they're going to need to make some adjustments offensively to get Ahern and Wolak involved.
Let's hear from Boston College head coach Acacia Walker down with Dana.
Coach Walker, we were giving the goalies some love. Shea Dolce is playing out of her mind. What is she giving your defense?
She's making the saves she needs to make, and then she's making the insane saves. And that's like what Shea does in her prime, and she's feeling good right now, and I love it. It takes a lot of courage to be able to do that, and I'm proud of her. She's keeping us in the game.
Offensively, goals have been hard to come by. What more do you want to see from your offense?
You know, we're kind of beating ourselves right now. We have 2 very strange interceptions that we haven't done all year, and then I think we just got to get our stick sharp and stay spread out. We're shrinking a little bit. So, again, back to the game plan and do our thing.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Boston College, a 3-goal lead at halftime, and that feels like a 5 or 6-goal lead when you're limiting your opponent to only 2 goals. A really impressive performance from Shea Dolce. 8 saves in her Eagles, up 3 at the half. Lacrosse championship presented by Ally. Not much scoring in that first half, just outstanding goalkeeping between Boston College and Notre Dame. The top-seeded Eagles getting tested, but finally broke through at the end of that first half. As you look at our Lacrosse championship bracket presented by Ally, Syracuse and North Carolina still to come right here on ACC Network in the shadow of Charlotte here. And Sheehan, time now for Watch This presented by Ally. This Notre Dame offense, specifically Jackie Wolak, they were stifled in the first half.
Jackie Wolak, the leading point getter for Notre Dame, has not had many touches of the game. BC operating with a face guard on top of her, closely guarding. The ball is up and in her stick much. She wanted to get it a moment when she was open, wasn't able to receive the pass there. You can see a little bit of the frustration, and when she tried to go to work, BC with the early slides forced her into the crease, and that's a turnover. So a bit of a frustration. No shots in the day for Jackie Wolak. They're going to need to get her involved. They've got to create better spacing. It's too congested inside.
Sheehan, that's exactly what Chris Halfpenny said. I asked her, how do you get Jackie Wolak involved? And she said, we need to get her the ball, yes, but it's not all on her. It's the movement that has to happen around her. We're a little stagnant, and we're not having fun. She went back to that point that she said in the first half. We need to have fun, we need to play with flair, and our defense is doing a heck of a job.
What's fun going against Dolce and this Boston College defense? That doesn't sound fun to me.
They're competing at the highest level. This is the biggest game of a lot of these young players' careers. They're trying to make it to the championship game. A win here takes you to the ACC championship, a game that Boston College has never been able to win. And then Acacia Walker is used as a carrot for this team, and Notre Dame never made it to the championship. And a conversation she's had with her players, this is our time to shine.
One of these programs will have an opportunity to make history on Sunday and win a first ever ACC championship title for their program. Great start for Notre Dame. They win the draw control. They get it to Jackie Wolak, who was starved of the ball in the opening half hour. Wolak in attack mode. Passes out of the double team. Inside, Choma draws the foul.
Going to be whistled for a check across the body. One of the reasons you want Jackie Wolak involved in the offense is because she's a leading distributor. She has more than double the assists on anyone else in the team. You got to get her involved, get the ball in her stick. Now Choma with a great chance.
Notre Dame's last goal came on a Kasey Choma 8-meter opportunity. The junior charges in and scores! Kasey Choma fires it past Dolce. Exactly the start Notre Dame was looking for in this third quarter.
Strong goal. If the defense is going to foul, make them pay on the 8-meter. Choma with just a quick couple steps. Her energy is contagious. You can see her fire up her surrounding teammates. Sheer power on this shot. After the Virginia loss, Chris Halfpenny from Notre Dame telling us that Kasey Choma got in front of the whole team and said, we are done learning. It's time to go. I want to win. I'm done learning. Because you've learned a lot from the losses, which is excellent. But she said, we've had enough of this. It's time to move on. And she's been a real leader for this program.
Notre Dame has scored on the opening possession of each half, and the last 2 Irish goals have come from Kasey Choma converting on a free position. Battle for the draw control, won by Boston College. Choma still chasing after it. Does that give you a lot of confidence that on the first shot of the half you beat Dolce, who had those 8 amazing saves in the first half?
It's huge because they were getting the shots. They were not able to convert on them. To start, win possession, and have a successful shot is a big confidence boost. A lot of these teams, they look at each quarter as just a blank slate.
Well, when these two teams met in the regular season back on April 8th, Notre Dame led for most of the game. They were up 11-8 late in that fourth quarter. Boston College came back to 12-11. Now the Irish on the reverse. They're the ones trying to launch a second half comeback. Callahan the stop. That's 7 saves for the junior Lily Callahan.
Excellent save, and Hannah Dorney was able to place that ball in the crease. Heads up play by the defender.
So 15 saves between our 2 goalies, Callahan and Dolce, and only 8 goals. So the goalies continue to be the story in this first semifinal.
You have to wonder back there in cage, Lily Callahan, if it's because Bridget Dehan, who was on the team last year, All-American goalkeeper for Notre Dame, she's coaching up alongside Lauren Benner. She's coaching up Lily Callahan. She drives all the way from Chicago, where she works full-time. Beginning of the week, can work remote to come to South Bend to help with Goalie World. So it's awesome to have Bridget Dehan. She knows the culture at Notre Dame, and you have to think it's made Goalie World just a little bit stronger.
She was telling us here in Charlotte she's taking overseas calls in the morning and then locks in to the game plan late. Notre Dame, 2 good looks at cage, couldn't fire at home. Battle for the ball. And it's won by MK Doherty, so it'll stay Irish possession here. Two really good looks there. Sheehan just couldn't convert.
Officials just trying to get something right on the field. Not sure if they're discussing the shot clock.
Now, Kelly Dennis for Notre Dame saying this shot clock should be reset. She thought Dolce got a piece of it. As it stands, shot clock is at 24 seconds, which is still plenty of time.
Plenty of time to initiate the offense. Take a look. That goes off her leg. So that should be a reset.
Yep, shot clock should reset here. So the shot clock did reset now. Not to the full 60, but to 50 because 10 seconds have come off after the save. Here's Wolak. Has yet to attempt a shot today. Notre Dame's leader in scoring this season.
Wolak is extremely dangerous, attacking from up top, but you can see the double team. Sydney Scales is able to switch onto her, and that's because the adjacent player was too close. It's spread out, give her room, make the slides longer, and then Wolak can find you. She's able to draw the 8-meter.
Wolak went for that upper corner, instead got pipe. And Boston College first to the ball.
Great explosion off the mark for Wolak. Right off the top crossbar, and Andrea Reynolds for Boston College runs this out. Winning possession back for the Eagles.
Wolak's first shot put enough on it to beat Dolce, but couldn't squeeze it under the bar. So Boston College ball, a 2-goal lead. Shea Dolce 9 saves, and she'll take all the help she can get from the pipe behind her. Jenn Medjid, 2 goals to her name today. Splits the double, draws the contact, and now a free position coming for Jenn Medjid.
You got to be fearless when you attack to go to cage. Absorb the pressure. Jenn Medjid, quick little face dodge. She gets jacked. Defender, the extension of the arms. BC 0 for 2 on free positions.
Medjid trying to change it and can't. Lily Callahan to the rescue again. She is keeping this Notre Dame team in it. 8 saves, wow. And all of them have been difficult.
All of them. You know, Jenn is such an excellent finisher. She's shooting above 50%. She needs to convert on those. And when you're going to get fouled like that, defenses are going to send all the pressure on you. You've got to make sure you convert. But credit to Callahan.
Long clear from Julia Carr. The defender still has it. Tried to find Choma, and it's poked away. Seven turnovers for Notre Dame. That one a really costly one. After a big Lily Callahan save, you give it right back to BC. Acacia Walker takes a timeout. Her Eagles team, a 2-goal lead in the third quarter. In this ACC semifinal between Boston College and Notre Dame. Sheehan, we were just saying during the break, both goalies have been fantastic, but the defense in front of Shea Dolce for Boston College, they've been excellent as well.
Risen to the challenge, putting the pressure on, whether it's through double teams, just strong ride, the ground balls, relentless, making it tough for Notre Dame to get any transition going. Taking their best player out of the game so far. Wolak just limited to 1 assist on the day.
I did get a little smile out of defensive coordinator Jen Ken in that last huddle. She's happy that they're being aggressive, but she wants them to stay disciplined. That's the biggest part of playing defense. No fouls, and you see them being able to cause those turnovers because they're taking away those passing lanes. But it's a big deal for her to smile. She's usually really tough on them.
Now they've caused 3 turnovers, and Shea Dolce, the freshman goalkeeper, 9 saves to her name. Notre Dame just shooting 3 of 18. That's under 20%. You're not going to win any game shooting like that.
Coming into this game shooting 47%. Most coaches want you about above 50%. That's the gold standard.
Boston College on the offensive end, they seem out of rhythm. Really relying on that strong defensive effort in their goalkeeper, Dolce. The Eagles scoreless in the opening 6 minutes of this second half. Good opportunity here coming for Jenn Medjid, Boston College's leading scorer both today with 2 goals and on the season.
They're calling the hold defensively on Notre Dame. So when they wrap their stick around, you're not able to restrain your player from getting by you. So they're holding Medjid. Let's see if she can attack. Coming off the 8 meters, she's going to want to get herself a better angle.
Creates the angle and scores. Jenn Medjid cashes in on the 8-meter opportunity. A hat trick for her today. And that's Boston College's first free position goal. Comes at a clutch time.
After going 0 for 3 on the 8-meter, Jenn Medjid, watch her get to the center of the 8-meter. Gets her stick in her strong side, shoots non-stick side. Pass Callahan, love this. Her body's going to the left, her stick is coming off the right. Very tough for a goalie to have to track that. They're watching your body. She brings her stick to the back side, her top side, and is able to get that one. 71st goal this season.
And when this Boston College offense is struggling, you can count on Jenn Medjid because she's a veteran player who has played on the biggest of stages, won a national championship for this Eagles team. And she continues to deliver in big-time spots.
Won a national championship, been to 3 national championships as a player, and you can't coach that experience. There's being in those big-time games. I like how she made the adjustment. She was saved on her last 8-meter, didn't have the best shot. That last attempt, she gives herself a great angle, sees the space, and this ball's gonna be a hold on Notre Dame, so it's gonna go back to Ryan Smith. Will get possession.
Notre Dame head coach Chris Halfpenny confused to see her on the field there with her arms up. A possession becomes such a premium in this game. When it's low scoring, you have to be extremely efficient late in games and execute.
I was just watching Acacia Walker break down something offensively for that next midi line to go, and then she turned to Courtney Weeks and said, "You're the boss back there at X, you get it done." She wants to see cuts coming from up top, constant movement, but she's really trustworthy in Weeks back there at X.
And she was a midfielder that they've moved now into the Charlotte North position, who operates behind at X. Boston College today just shooting 6 of 16. Medjid is 3 of 5, but the rest of the team now just 3 of 12. They have a 3-goal lead though. Clean check. Here comes Notre Dame.
Much needed defensive stop. Can Notre Dame handle the pressure? BC putting the pressure on the ride. They want to run out of the trouble. Pass the open players, let the ball do the work, pass over the pressure. That was contested. That was a great control by Choma.
You've always said you'd rather run out of trouble than pass over it, right?
Root, don't poot. You gotta run out of trouble. And that's what you need to be saying in your head. I gotta run away, because if you stop, you're dead meat. They're gonna just get the stick check, cause a turnover. So gotta get moving, get into space, make that easy pass.
Here's Jackie Wolak launching into the attack. Still scoreless in this game. Wolak's down on the turf, no call. Notre Dame plays through it. Shanahan got a great look and just can't finish.
She lost her goggles too, Jackie Wolak.
She's pleading with the ref for a call on the field.
Wolak has only attempted one shot today after scoring 4 goals in the quarterfinal against Virginia. Big reason why Notre Dame won that game. Boston College has been face guarding her for much of this afternoon. Shot clock at 25. Here's Kasey Choma. And now Ahern. She scored the opening goal, has been quiet since.
Excellent defense, forcing her to the outside. Ahern can be very dangerous dodging.
Curling around, relentless. Ahern could not get the hands free, and that's a turnover.
8 turnovers, and Ahern, one of the best playmakers for Notre Dame, not able to get to the inside. Got to give credit to the BC defenders, are forcing the outside.
And this is a clinic right now from Boston College's defensive unit. Shea Dolce getting a lot of the credit throughout this game and well-deserved with her 9 saves, but the defense in front of her just limiting Notre Dame's opportunities in this third quarter. Here's Belle Smith. The extra pass. Oh, everything but the finish. Cassidy Weeks couldn't put it in the back of the net. Here's McKenna Davis, the lefty. Lost her footing. And it's Notre Dame ball. And a yellow card comes out.
Davis going to be out for up to 2 minutes. Belle Smith doesn't see it, gets it into Cassidy Weeks. She's hoping for the quick stick, but follows right through into Callahan. Another excellent goaltending stop.
Dana, any insight on what the yellow card is for?
I'm getting some clarification.
It's unsportsmanlike conduct, number 3.
All right, unsportsmanlike conduct. So a big opportunity for Notre Dame. A player up. You feel like you have to cash in on this.
You do. I mean, this is Notre Dame was not able to earlier in this game work the defense. They've had a hard time making plays in settled offense. It's good ball movement so far.
Good look for Dennis, just didn't get a clean shot away, and now Boston College has it.
Oh, that's a hard check from behind.
Melody Welch, one of the unsung heroes on this Boston College team, digging out a big ground ball, and now the Eagles can kill this player up opportunity. Notre Dame, just one of their last 10 attempts. Their shooting has let them down in this semifinal so far.
Look at Sydney Scales dodging. Putting on a clinic. We saw her score a goal against Virginia, her first goal of the season, just a couple nights ago.
She might be the next defender that transitions to attack for Boston College. I don't know. She looks pretty good, pretty comfortable on the offensive end.
She does.
I like how she's always looking behind her. She transitions down the field. She's constantly looking, who's catching up to me? How do I protect my stick?
Will be about 10 seconds left on the shot clock after Boston College killed the penalty. This feels like a big missed opportunity for the Irish, trying to battle back from 3 goals down in the semifinal. Back to even strength. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Medjid. The extra pass off the top bar. What a goal that would have been. Everybody laying out. That's the intensity and the effort you love to see in a semifinal.
And the BC bench is erupting. That's the heart and hustle.
I mean, that's sacrificing yourself for the play. It's amazing.
Selling out, getting possession. Both these teams know how important this game is. Want to be peaking at the right time, playing your best lacrosse in the conference tournament.
We've had a lot of pipes in this game, too.
Yep. Matter of inches.
Yep. Under 30 seconds on the shot clock.
BC is so well executed with their passing plays. They're passing before the person actually gets there. They're so well orchestrated. Another low-scoring quarter, but just 1 goal apiece for both these teams in the third quarter. Each team with 20 shots and both goalies with 10 saves.
Well, Notre Dame only 3 goals in the first 44 minutes of this game. They're going to need to find 3 more at least in the final 16 just to tie it. This offense needing a spark. Risky shot there.
Yeah, it was congested in the middle. Kasey Choma has had 2 goals for the Irish.
Wolak trying to come alive. Battle for the ball. And it's won by Boston College. Great effort. Wolak continues a frustrating day. Boston College with time. 15 seconds left of the third quarter. Martello with 10, shoots. High heat, too much on it. Quick restart. Davis finds Martello, couldn't get her stick through it cleanly. And we head to the fourth quarter. Boston College, the top seed of this tournament, 15 minutes away from advancing to the ACC Championship Final. In South Bend now, Chris Halfpenny's team, they're trying to reverse it. Now they're the team looking for a fourth quarter comeback.
And these are the situations you want your team to be in because you have to overcome these battles. Notre Dame has had a really tough day connecting in the back of the net, finishing on offense. You see 22 shots for Notre Dame, just scoring on 3. They've got to be more efficient, got to be more effective. And they want to make sure that they win against this Boston College team. They came to Charlotte to win. All these teams did.
And they're not giving up. And we talked to Chris Halfpenny earlier in the week. She got 3 coaching outfits. I'm a little disappointed she didn't bring new shoes for this game, but I'm gonna let it slide. But they're saving space for the trophy on the plane, so they are ready to play and they're not gonna give up. Identity is their defense. I'd like to see a little bit more production from their offensive end.
Well, they need it. Only 3 goals in the opening 45 minutes of this game. So think about that. 3 goals in 3 quarters. Now you need at least 3 goals just to tie this game, and you only have 15 minutes.
15 minutes, both these teams in a great position in terms of postseason play for the NCAA tournament. Winner of the ACC tournament gets an automatic bid. But Boston College and Notre Dame have done excellent resumes that they will make it as an at-large bid if they don't walk away with the trophy. But no one wants to leave Charlotte just yet.
Notre Dame has scored 2 of their 3 goals on the opening possession of a quarter. They're gonna have to find that magic again.
Shea Baker really guarding Jackie Wolak, Melanie Welsh on Madison Ahern, so trying to take 2 of the best playmakers out.
Shanahan, great back check. Belle Smith to the rescue again. She's doing everything, both sides of the ball.
A real two-way midfielder, plays offense and defense, runs the entire length of the field, back and forth.
And if you're Notre Dame, Sheehan, you just simply can't afford too many more empty possessions.
Got to make sure that you convert on those attempts. And I think the spacing has been the biggest issue for them. It's making their jobs too hard. When the attackers are trying to go to goal, the slides are there. They're allowing the double team to collapse.
Each team with only one goal in this second half. Both goalies have been excellent. Defense is dominant. McKenna Davis can't control it, regathers, but stolen away. Here comes Notre Dame. Maybe the Irish can find something in transition. Kelly Dennis in attack mode. Shoved to the turf. Free position coming.
Notre Dame 2 for 4 on their free positions.
Well, so that's big. The Irish, they've only scored 3 goals. 2 have come from the 8 meters, so this is a huge opportunity. Dennis passes out of it. Who's going to step up offensively for Notre Dame? Maybe it's Kasey Choma. Spins into a double team, works through it, still going, and another excellent back check, Sydney Scales.
What a play for Sydney Scales. Kasey Choma putting her through the spin cycle, and Scales is able to come away with a takeaway check.
And a lot of those checks are coming from Boston College after they've been beaten, where Notre Dame has a step, and it's come at exactly the right time.
And patient, they're not getting whistled for some of those takeaways. Good body positioning, excellent stick work on the checks to make them clean. Shooting space violation. So McKenna Davis is going to be able to draw that foul.
Davis been quiet today. The sophomore lefty scoreless. What a big goal this would be. No, deciding not to go to goal. Both teams opting not to shoot on their free positions. What do you make of that?
Well, what if you don't think you have a great angle, if you're not feeling confident with the shot, smart idea to pass outside of it.
That's a turnover.
The BC, they haven't been able to connect on their passings like they have usually done. They seem to be just a few inches off. And when you're a few inches off on the pass, either you're going to miss it and have a turnover like that, or it just causes you to have to readjust, and it slows down the play, so the flow is not right there.
And I think Notre Dame defensively, Sheehan, is doing a good job disrupting some of that flow for the BC offense. Really tight in the hands of Boston College.
Agree. They're tight in the hands, and they're really not allowing a lot of the feeds inside that we're so used to Boston College making.
Well, defense is not the problem. We can agree on that, but how do you wake this offense up? Chris Halfpenny trying to do it, calls a timeout. Can Notre Dame find the offensive punch to come back in this semifinal? Trailing by 3 with under 11 minutes. Fourth quarter, Notre Dame trailing by 3, Sheehan, and this Notre Dame offense just cannot get going. Their ACC championship life is on the line right now. They got to find a way to beat this BC defense somehow.
They're getting the opportunities, not being able to connect on some key passes in transition. They're shooting 3 of 23, 13%. Kasey Choma trying to make something happen, but look at all the white defenders on her, all the white shirts, and Sydney Scales perfectly executed one-handed check and the takeaway.
Dana, what did Chris Halfpenny have to say in that Notre Dame timeout?
It was pretty clear from the Notre Dame staff saying to the offense and the defense, do you guys want to go home? Are you going to play? Are you going to show up? we need accountability on the offensive end. And Sheehan, you were talking about it, Boston College, a lot of white jerseys around Notre Dame. That means people around Jackie Wolak and Madison Ahern, they're open. So don't ball watch, help them cut through, make it work, and make the defense for Boston College have to work really hard to cover those slides.
Only 3 goals on 23 shots. Boston College's defense has been dialed in from the start. Their goalkeeper, Shea Dolce, has made 10 saves as well. MK Doherty couldn't get a clean look.
Beautiful dodge to the inside, and then just perfect defense. Matching stick on stick. Belle Smith playing without goggles. Whoa! That was overly aggressive. A green card being issued, I believe, to Belle Smith for playing for the goggles. Is it to Belle Smith for not playing with the goggles? I'm not sure how they came off her head, but if they were as a result of the foul.
Let's see this.
So it looks like it was her own player, maybe that. So that's Melanie
Yes,
Welsh.
it's Melanie Welsh, her own teammate, swiping them off. So this is going to be Notre Dame ball.
And there was no yellow card on that check to Belle Smith afterwards.
Wow. You saw it on the left side of your screen.
I mean, I am shocked. I actually think that Boston College player, I mean, the Notre Dame player was jogging off the field thinking she was going to get carded. Instead, a green card issued to Belle Smith for playing without the goggles.
Well, and it was Boston College ball. And now it's Notre Dame ball. So a huge call.
Huge swing of events, and now Notre Dame will be up for a player for up to a minute as a result of the green card.
Green card for playing without goggles. Green card for playing without goggles. Does she get checked in the head? And then
You hear Acacia Walker, but she got checked in the head.
But that was by her own player, so that should not have been a card. I am surprised that we did not see a card issue for that check.
And Notre Dame gives it away. Sometimes the ball doesn't lie. Boston College back with possession, albeit a player down. But that is a big missed opportunity by Notre Dame.
A costly turnover right on the end line, unforced. It's getting very aggressive. The officials, they need to rein in some of this play. So warning right now being issued to Notre Dame for making sure they give the proper spacing.
Well, they have to be careful because you get the feeling a yellow card is coming. And that's something Notre Dame can't afford in the fourth quarter, trailing by 3. The time is not on the Irish's side. Now under 10 minutes in regulation. They've only managed 3 goals in the first 50 minutes of this game. And if they're going to tie it, they need to find 3 in the final 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Have not scored since 40 seconds into this second half. Back to even strength, shot clock at 30.
We're going to call 3 seconds on Notre Dame. That's when a defensive player is in that 8 meter for more than 3 seconds without guarding a player within a stick's length.
Boston College just 1 for 4 on free positions today. Lily Callahan has been outstanding in cage for Notre Dame. 10 saves. 1-on-1 with Kayla Martello. Charges in and scores! Kayla Martello fires it past Callahan, and it's 7-3 Boston College.
BC gets their second 8 meter goal of the afternoon. Kayla Martello, picture perfect, explodes right off the 8 meter, couple quick steps in, shoots high to low.
The Boston College goal.
That's a big time goal. A lot of aggressiveness going, the emotions are high. BC remains composed, is able to draw the foul and convert.
Unassisted off the free position.
The first goal for Boston College in nearly 15 minutes. And it comes from Kayla Martello. Very rare that you could go scoreless for almost a quarter and extend your lead.
I mean, we thought this was going to be an explosion of two offenses. Some of the great scorers in the ACC, and it's been a battle. Goaltenders have been phenomenal. 10 saves for each keeper. 6 caused turnovers for Boston College.
Big draw for Notre Dame. The Irish, a mountain to climb. Trailing by 4, they've only managed 3 goals to this point in the game.
Now, still plenty of time if they can turn things around. And it's really just, they need to just wipe the slate clean, start attacking, create space, go back to the basics.
2 of Notre Dame's 3 goals have come on free position, so maybe getting fouled in the 8-meter could be the spark the Irish need here down the stretch. Choma, she's got 2 of Notre Dame's 3 goals. On a mission! That is exactly what Notre Dame's been looking for. No! Wave off the goal. They say Kristen Shanahan was in the crease.
And they're going to go to replay for this. This is a good goal to replay because was she pushed to the crease? Was it by her own initiation?
So ball was in the back of the net by Kristen Shanahan. A great individual effort. Was she in the crease and was she pushed?
Okay, so the shot was initiated outside of the crease. However, she does land in the crease. I don't see her being pushed inside there. And so what we've seen all week long with the replay, that would be considered no goal. So it would stand with what the officials saw on the field. Now, if she was pushed, which she was calling for, the goal would stand. The rule is you are able to have your stick follow through on a shot as an attacker. Your stick can follow through, your feet and body cannot go into the circle.
Really, the question is, was there enough contact initiated by Sydney Scales to warrant a push? Because clearly she did land in.
Okay, so after review, there was no push. The attacker was in the goal circle, therefore the call on the field stands. It'll go to the goalkeeper for goal circle violation.
Utilize the shooting spaces she's driving our attackers. Okay, that was just a mistake.
Well, you heard it. Call on the field stands. And from what we saw, I think that's a good call. Shanahan drives to cage. And then the shot is released and falls into that goal circle area with her foot. You're not able to enter into the crease area. Your momentum cannot carry you in.
Just a note, Sheehan, that was not called by Chris Haffney. It was actually official media review. So not called by either of the coaches.
So Notre Dame still has that one timeout. Boston College with 2. Under 8 minutes remaining in this game. Frustration starting to boiling over on that Notre Dame bench.
I like the officials that they try to get that right, because that would have been a real game-changing goal. So you want to make sure you get that call right. Officials made the right call on the field, and after review can confirm that. Tough break for Notre Dame. So I think what's key with now that being games using review, you've got to initiate your drive to cage a little bit further and make sure that your momentum does not carry you into that goal circle. Can't step into it.
Notre Dame causes the turnover. You're going to see this Irish team really ramp up the pressure on the ride. You saw it there. Now can they convert on the offensive end? This is what has held them back all game long. Madison Ahern. She had the first goal of this game 66 seconds into it, and has been shut out since.
Madison Ahern and Kasey Choma are the leading goal scorers for Notre Dame.
Under 7 minutes remaining in regulation. Notre Dame playing on just 1 day's rest. How do you find it late in a fourth quarter, Sheehan, to come back by 4? Certainly that won't help.
Hunter Roman anticipating the play. The BC defense really reading what Notre Dame is going to do. 13th turnover for Notre Dame. Excellent job. The anticipation for Roman.
Hot and humid out there in Charlotte. 1 day turnaround. Is that wearing on this Notre Dame team as they try and launch a comeback?
You know, it's just hard. They haven't really been able to get things in sync. Started off the day shooting cold, haven't been able to change things, but what I'm most surprised about, Kasey Choma is a great initiator. She's usually more of a finisher inside the 8-meter. She's doing a lot of the dodging. She wants to win. So you do want the ball in her stick. I'd like to see more out of Jackie Rolak and Madison Ahern, who do an excellent job dodging the cage and for creating space, but then some costly turnovers.
Something to watch too, Sheehan. Madison Ahern is being face guarded by Melanie Welch, which that is a great matchup of athleticism.
Welch, one of the best defenders on this BC team. Boston College being very patient. They've not played a perfect offensive game, but I think they're managing the clock well.
Medjid, another great attack, everything but the finish. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Notre Dame needs a stop. Weeks goes to goal and scores. Cassidy Weeks. She may have just sealed the spot in the ACC final for Boston College. An 8-3 lead.
Watch how much time Cassidy Weeks has to go to work, get to the center, right between the legs of Callahan. Gets her stick free. Good placement. Weeks, one of the most consistent players for this Eagles team. Acacia Walker telling us. Loves her heart and hustle.
Sheehan, you talked about the patience. Well, that play started by Kayla Martello cutting through, and they moved really high on the 15, so Cassidy Weeks did have a lane to dodge, and it distracted some of the Notre Dame defense. My dad always used to say, when you see their ponytail, go to cage.
Turn their back and get into space. I mean, that's so key. When you are off ball, you want to make sure you're looking at where the cuts are, where the seams in the defense, and when you see your defender ball watching or turning away, you cut to space.
Big draw control win for Boston College. They've got to kill the final 5 minutes of regulation here, leading by 5 goals. Interesting note, the fewest goals ever scored in an ACC tournament game is 3. That was by Duke in the 2012 semifinals playing Maryland. Notre Dame has been shut out since the 14-21 mark in the 3rd quarter. I mean, there's good defense, and then there's what we've seen from Boston College today.
See how spread out Boston College is. I think Notre Dame needs to go in attack mode defensively. Start pressuring out. They need to come away with a takeaway. Got to get the ball back in their stick. They don't want Boston College just to let the clock wind down. I think they pressure out, force BC to go to cage. They need possession back. Send the double teams early, make the pass.
15 seconds on the shot clock. Another goal here for the Eagles would be a backbreaker. Weeks again! Cassidy Weeks, back-to-back goals, and that one will surely send Boston College to the ACC championship final.
Such patience, such great awareness of where the defense is. This gets set up from a foul from behind. Cassidy Weeks, she's making herself increasing the angle. Doesn't take that first shot. Instead, she makes the defense have to pay and move. Cuts to the center. She's so shifty.
Scored by number 12, Cassidy Weeks.
I love the quote that Acacia Walker gave us last ACC championship. She said, "We've never been good enough to win an ACC championship. In fact, the only ACC championship that Boston College owns is 2007 by men's soccer." So that trophy was at practice all last week. It was on a table at center field, so the players had to walk by it. You could look at it, but you couldn't touch it. And Shea, and you say this all the time, whatever it takes to motivate your team.
Well, they seem to love that mantra. Like, they know, Charlotte North, part of our team, has been talking about, she made it clear. We were not good enough to win. They won the national championship, which is a monumental effort. Been to 5 straight national championship games, but not been able to win this ACC championship, and it's something that's been on their list. Got to have those goals at the beginning of the season.
Could this be the year that Boston College finally gets over the hump in the ACC? Acacia Walker's team just 3 minutes and 33 seconds away from clinching a spot in the final. You take a look at the last 5 years, they've been so close. But as Acacia said, they've never been good enough to win it. And to deliver some hardware back to Chestnut Hill, it'd be only the second, as Dana said, only the second ACC title in the history of the school.
Hard to believe with so many great athletic programs. But this Boston College team, they lost to Denver 8-13 back on March 19th. Since then, they've been on a win streak. Come from behind win, 5 straight goals to beat Notre Dame in the regular season in April. Another come from behind win to beat Syracuse just a week ago. They seem to be peaking at the right time. People were ready to count them out back in March. Played North Carolina down in Chapel Hill. They lost 16-5, and they had looked like a completely different team from that team in March to now. You look at their season comparison. First 9 games, 14.1 goals. Last 8, 17.
Today, all about the defense, though.
I mean, no one would have suspected this low-scoring affair. Defense has had the highlight reel plays.
And Boston College has added 4 straight goals. Kasey Choma scored right at the start of the 3rd quarter to make it 5-3. And then Boston College, so good on the defensive end, just completely clamped down on Notre Dame. A frustrating offensive performance continues for the Irish as we tick under 3 minutes to play in regulation. Coming up in our second semifinal, it will be Syracuse in North Carolina. We've talked about Boston College looking for the program's first ACC championship. A big reason why is that North Carolina's won the last 6 straight. Charge call here gives the ball back to Notre Dame. Just not enough time to come back from 6 goals in the final 2:30. They'll try until the final whistle. In between games here on ACC Network, you'll be with Taylor Tannenbaum and Charlotte North. Notre Dame battling. Where has that been for the first 57 minutes of this game? The offense comes alive. First goal in 27 minutes and 30 seconds for Notre Dame. A long scoreless drought that's likely cost them the semifinal.
Finally able to make a connection. Jane McAvoy gets to the inside, splits the double team. You know, just coming off of this quarterfinal game, Notre Dame with a hard-fought win over UVA. 15 goals they put up. Jackie Wolak, 4 goals, 3 assists in that contest. Kasey Choma, 4 goals, 1 assist. Never were able to get into a rhythm.
What's crazy about that, Sheehan, is they started off that UVA game on a 9-3 run. They haven't even scored 9 goals yet.
That's a great point. But one of the things that Notre Dame has been known for is their fast starts, how much they've attacked so hard, and it's been sometimes hard for them to maintain the lead. But weren't able to get that quick start. And really the shooting woes. 4 goals on 25 shots for Notre Dame.
Final 2 minutes here. They need 5 goals. And they've only scored 4 to this point on the game. It would be a Herculean comeback and then some.
Kasey Choma not giving up, got fouled.
Choma just 2 of 7 today. Both goals coming on free positions. Ahern can't collect. Shea Dolce way out of her cage, but scoops up the ball. Timeout taken by Boston College with possession. Just a minute and 35 seconds away from securing that spot in the final. They will await the winner of North Carolina and Syracuse. What's the quick preview on that matchup, Shea?
I can't wait to see that battle. You know, just about a week ago, those 2 teams met in the regular season. Syracuse came away with the win. North Carolina didn't shoot well that day. Easily could have won that game. And Syracuse, they look beatable for so much of the season. They were head above heels, everybody else. But the gap has narrowed. Really excited for that matchup.
North Carolina looked so good at that quarterfinal against Clemson, won it 16-6. This team just seems to catch fire during this ACC championship. They've won it 6 straight times, going for 7.
They've had the upper hand in the ACC conference. Won the national championship last year with a perfect season. But is this Syracuse's year? With number 1 much of the season. And
yeah.
So they were taken down by this Boston College team.
You mentioned that
Tyrell led the scoring with 2 goals and 4 assists.
in between the conclusion of our game here at Syracuse and North Carolina. We've got Taylor Tannenbaum and Charlotte North here in Charlotte. So Boston College, this is easy. Just a game of keep away. Leading by 5. You can just run this clock out.
Gonna call a charge. Didn't look like a charge to me, but it's gonna go to Notre Dame's ball. So excellent pressure trying to get possession back.
Fortunate to have this 5-goal cushion. That would have been a costly turnover in a 1-goal game. And if you're Acacia Walker, you do want to clean that up, because that's a game situation where later in the NCAA tournament, or maybe even Sunday in the ACC final, that could cost you.
That can cost you. These are the pressure situations you want. You can do it a lot in practice, but oftentimes your weaknesses aren't exposed until it's in a real game and you see the real effects of this. It's Boston College's offsides.
We're seeing more and more of that, those offsides with under a minute left, the team that has the lead.
Sometimes it can just be a matter of miscounting. Other times it can be a strategic foul, causing a stoppage of play. If you get away for a little bit, then you're playing with an extra person on defense.
Dolce, another save. The freshman has been phenomenal. That is 11 to her name.
Smart move to pass it back. You can utilize the entire field. No certain area you need to keep the ball in, and Boston College sideline getting ready to celebrate.
The Eagles on the back of an incredible defensive effort, a commanding 9-4 win, and they are soaring to the ACC championship final.
Three goals for Jenn Medjid, 2 for Kayla Martello, and 2 for Cassidy Weeks. Those are the highlights on offense, but defensively, they kept a very good Notre Dame team to 4 goals. 11 saves for the freshman Shea Dolce.
Boston College headed to the ACC championship final. Here's their head coach, Acacia Walker, with Dana Boyle.
Coach, there's defense, and then there's holding Notre Dame to 4 goals. How did your defense come out so hot?
I think they were like 110% on every effort, like running through every single 1v1 to try to get a stick on every shot. I mean, we must have deflected, 5 or 6 shots, which is really hard to do because of how fast they are. But I'm really proud of them. They followed the game plan.
You're going to championship Sunday. What can you take away from this game to build for Sunday?
We got to have more composure. We got to have better ball movement, and I think a little bit more communication as the fatigue sets in. But this is about digging deep and finding one more win.
Congrats, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
You take a look at our ACC Women's Lacrosse Championship bracket presented by Ally. Boston College in that championship game. They await the winner of Syracuse and North Carolina. What a game. That should be coming up next on ACC Network. Until the start of that game, it's all ACC with Taylor Tannenbaum at Charlotte North.
Welcome into all ACC.